Hey y'all, Rob here with ATX Legal, and today we're going to pull back the curtain on the insurance companies and look at how they view the personal injury claims, because seeing it from their perspective can help you in handling your own claims. Now, first, let's look at how insurance companies evaluate claims. So imagine a situation where a claim has been filed, they assign an insurance adjuster, and it's that insurance adjuster's job to minimize the value of that claim. Pure and simple, the insurance company is a business and they are going to want to get away with paying the least amount possible. And that's really the job of that first insurance adjuster who looks at the case. Now, later on in the case, you often get a second or third insurance adjuster handling the claim, and they might have a slightly different role. But that first insurance adjuster has the job to look at the claim, minimize it, and settle it quickly if possible. So you can forget about all those commercials, like a good neighbor, in good hands. You can forget about all that, because when it comes down to the claim, they're really just looking after their own bottom line. Now let's look at some of the tactics that they use to facilitate that goal. Now, first of all, they're going to delay. If they can make you get exasperated with them waiting for that payout, maybe you need the money now, and if they can delay raising their offer to something that is reasonable, you might be inclined to go ahead and accept that low offer just to get the process over with so that you can get a check into your bank account. Now, they're going to make the argument that your injuries aren't as serious as you claim. They might use your medical records against you, especially if you didn't seek medical attention right away. So if you waited 2 or 3 days before you sought help and then the injuries were getting worse and you went to seek help later, they might hold that against you and reduce the value that they are offering, especially at first. Another way they're going to try and reduce the value of the claim is by shifting the blame onto you. So they might use your words against you. If you made a statement to the insurance company, it's very common for them to maybe sometimes twist your words. So if you said, "Oh, I'm feeling fine," they're going to use that as a way to say that your injuries weren't very serious. And of course, the end result is oftentimes a lowball offer that doesn't reflect the true value of the claim, a very early offer that's very quick and you can sign on the dotted line and handle the case very quickly, but it's typically not a good value for you and it's not something that you should accept right away. So how can you counteract these tactics? Well, first of all, you really do need to hire a good attorney, and in a perfect world, it might not be necessary. In a perfect world, the companies are going to come and look out for your interests in the way that they should, but we don't live in that world. And so it is essential in most cases that you get an advocate on your behalf that can fight against these insurance companies. So that's kind of your first step. Look around for attorneys that you feel comfortable with, that you feel like are going to advocate for you and look after your interests. Next, you want to document everything. So everything from the scene of the accident, all your medical records, your medical history, everything you can to support your claim in writing is going to be helpful, because just using your words without any kind of evidence to back it up is not going to carry the same weight with the insurance companies. They're going to want to see receipts. So make sure that you hang on to everything, document everything. If you can get photos from the accident, gather the accident report, everything you can to document your claim, that's going to help your case moving forward. Next, you're going to want to limit your communication with the insurance company. There are certain details that you have to turn over. They're going to ask for your medical records, and it's important that you get those to them. But as far as making statements to the insurance company, it's kind of like talking to the police. Anything you say can and will be used against you. So limit that communication. Next, and I kind of touched on this earlier, do not accept that first offer. It's very important to understand that that first offer is almost never as high as they're willing to go. So just don't accept that first offer, come back with a counter, and then go with the negotiations from there. And lastly, and this sort of ties everything together, just understand the value of your claim, including medicals, pain and suffering, lost wages, everything that goes into that claim. You want to be sure that you're taking that into account. And that includes future pain and suffering as well. So if there's some medical condition that's continuing to affect you moving forward, all that future pain and suffering needs to be accounted for in this one lawsuit. So you want to make sure that you're taking into account everything. And that's really where an experienced lawyer can help, because lawyers have seen these kind of cases before. They have an idea in general of what these cases are worth. So they're going to help guide you as far as understanding what your claim is actually worth. So if you take away nothing else from this video, just know that the insurance company is just not your friend. They are not looking out for you. They're looking out for themselves. So if you are in a situation where you need to get a payout from an insurance company, it's just a good idea to find an advocate, go out and get an attorney. Thank you for watching. Of course, none of this has been legal advice, but if you do need legal advice on your particular case, if you've been injured, you can reach out to us at atx.legal.